Welcome to Tobacco Talk, the show that educates you on issues involving tobacco. Hi everyone, and welcome to Tobacco Talk, the show that educates you on issues involving tobacco. I'm your host, Vina Vo, and on today's show we have a very special guest, Melissa, who works for the Toronto Public Health as a Tobacco Enforcement and Control Manager. So welcome, Melissa. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Vina. Nice to be here.
Thank you. And on today's show, we'll be talking about laws abiding around Shisha. So Melissa, could you tell me what is Shisha?
So Shisha is a product that can be tobacco-based or herbal-based, and it is used in an apparatus called a water pipe, in which it is heated and then cooled by some water and inhaled by the recipient using the pipe.
Now, with Shisha or hookah, as you know, there's a lot of terms to call it. Would you say do the laws apply to the Shisha as they do to cigarettes, smoking cigarettes?
Well, the Smoke-Free Ontario Act is very clear to prohibit the use of tobacco in indoor public places and workplaces. The issue with Shisha or hookah, as you referred to, is that it's not always clear if it contains tobacco or not. Some mixtures contain tobacco, others can be completely herbal-based. So products that contain only herbal-based Shisha do not require to follow the law as prescribed by the Smoke-Free Ontario Act.
Can I ask you why are there some confusions between the ones that are herbal-based or the ones that are tobacco-based?
Well, oftentimes the product packaging doesn't indicate what's inside. It can be written in foreign languages and not clear to the consumer. Other times, if patrons attend a cafe, the product is pre-mixed for them and then it is served in the water pipe.
Now, what is going on with Toronto Public Health in regards to indoor Shisha lounges or bars?
Well, Toronto Public Health recognizes that there's been a big uptake in this practice, and the use in public spaces can present as a problem. Recent literature has indicated that the secondhand smoke that comes from the use of the water pipe can be hazardous to one person's health. So just this past Monday, Toronto Public Health issued a report at the Board of Health, and its recommendations were approved. And they recommended that a review of dealing with water pipe use in public spaces be addressed and come back with recommendations by the end of the year that could include banning the use in public places.
Can I ask you, other than physical health, what other concerns are there around smoking water pipes?
Well, smoking water pipe presents as a hazard for the user, but it also contributes to secondhand smoke in the space, and that can be hazardous to the people in the space. In addition, the use of the water pipe involves breathing on a mouthpiece, and it's not always replaced or disposable and can be shared by a number of people. So that raises concerns for communicable disease transmission.
So there's obviously more than just physical health. There's environmental health, and there's a lot of awareness that people are not known to.
Right, so at Toronto Public Health, one of our goals would be to increase awareness so that people know the hazards associated with the practice of using the hookah or water pipe. Especially the youth, where they find products that are made for them with candy flavors or gum flavors that can be appealing to them, that they know that there's a hazard associated with using that product.
Are youth a big, users amongst the population for when it comes to smoking Shisha or water pipes?
Well, it appears that the uptake amongst the youth is increasing. Various surveys indicate that high school students are attesting to have tried this water pipe activity in lieu of smoking tobacco, and some have reported that they feel that it is a healthy alternative to smoking tobacco cigarettes, which we know is not the case.
So it's completely not true at all, and it's not an alternative to smoke cigarettes. It's not a healthier alternative.
It's definitely not a healthy alternative.
Now, once the board of directors, approve maybe possibly a ban in the future, how would these laws, affect businesses?
Well, before the Board of Health can make a recommendation to ban water pipe use in public spaces, they'll have to undergo an extensive consultation. And that's where Toronto Public Health will reach out to stakeholders, which would be the owners of such cafes, to have a dialogue about what the impact might be to their business. Oftentimes we find that water pipe establishments offer other services as well, whether they be a restaurant or a cafe.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. So what was the catalyst for these policies? Like, how did it all started?
Well, recent studies have tested the secondhand smoke that comes from the water pipe in enclosed public spaces. So that raised a red flag that we need to bring our attention to the concerns for the people who are in these spaces.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the audience?
It would be just that if you had a question or a concern, that we would always direct the audience to contact Toronto Public Health at our phone number or 311 if you need more information with respect to water pipe use.
Well, thank you for joining me today, Melissa.
It's my pleasure.
Nice to meet
Thank you so much.
And thank you for educating everybody. All right, everyone, that's it for Tobacco Talk. I'm Vina Vo, and I'll see you next time.